Welcome back to another Tuesday Thoughts video. I'm Nick Ward, President of Ward Laboratories, and today we're going to talk about past crop nitrogen credits. So most often when we think about a nitrogen credit from our last crop, we think about soybeans in a agricultural setting, or it might be alfalfa, or maybe some other sort of dry bean. But why do we give this credit, and where does this credit come from? It's kind of multiple parts there. So we give this credit because these are leguminous crops that have created and stored their own nitrogen, and as they decompose, that nitrogen then is released and becomes into a mineral form, which is available to the next crop that's growing, likely some sort of cereal grain. So we know that this is there, and it's very critical that we take advantage of it and reduce our fertilizer applications, because it's one, economically, this is free nitrogen. We should be taking advantage of it, and two, environmentally, we want to make sure that we're putting on no more nitrogen than the current crop is going to need to take. So let's just take soybeans for example. We had a past crop grown in say the past year. It was a standard normal crop, a good to slightly maybe above average yield. Ward Laboratories would then say you have a 40-pound nitrogen credit. If you wanted to, you could go maybe a pound of in credit per bushel of grain produced, and we would say that's okay, and maybe until about 60 pounds, probably not taking more than a 60-pound in credit, but that's how that would work. So vice versa, if you have a poor performing soybean crop, say we had some drought stress issues, some sort of weather event, some hail, we didn't produce very much, it would be appropriate to then reduce that nitrogen credit down. So if say we had a drought and we only had maybe 15 or 20 bushel soybeans, well, maybe we should only give about a 20-pound in credit for that past crop. Now, where is all that in credit housed at? Well, some of it could be in the material, the biomass on the surface, the leaves and the stems, but more than likely a lot of it is going to be held within the root structure, in those nodules on the roots. As those decompose and break down, that organic in is processed by the soil biology and becomes into a mineral usable form. So even if we have some wind and we blow some residue around, we still want to be diligent in taking that full credit, because more than likely a lot of that nitrogen is held within that old root system. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a brief idea about why and where and how to use a past crop nitrogen credit for the upcoming season.